Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hike 365 Live, the world's finest St. Louis hiking show, and home to the gravity resistance dance, which we're going to tell you about in just a few minutes. We're glad you're here this evening. We are Matt and Kay, and this is Happy Trails Hiking.
That's good. I challenged him to change it up just a little bit.
So now that you've heard about the gravity resistance dance, does anyone want to know what it is? Would you like to demonstrate this? No? All right, well, there's the dance, folks. All
that was the high energy version. There's a low energy version too. Matt, would you like to demonstrate the low energy version?
That's the low energy version. So I'm sure you're wondering if we're okay, and I assure you we are.
We're fine.
There is actually a story here. So a few minutes before the show, I had mentioned that I had just purchased some weight resistance bands because the gyms are closed, and so I'm like, I got to do something. So
through an Amazon affiliate link from somebody in the chat, by the way.
So we ordered these bands, and I said, well, I'll be using these to do workout, and I'll be resisting the bands and also resisting gravity, but potentially not at the same time.
And I asked him,
and I demonstrated resisting gravity.
Well, I said, are you going to jump?
No jumping.
And we don't jump around here. That's stupid.
I mean, it was a good song in the 90s, or it was a song in the 90s. But
so anyway, resisting gravity dance or gravity resistance dance.
Yes, it's the GRD.
GRD. We had Matt got the map done early tonight. So we're here. Yes, we'd like to let you know that this show is brought to you by our photography store. In our photography store, we go to national parks. No, not in the store, but we do go to national parks, and we try to take really cool photos to the best of our ability. We take tons of photos, and we get a few that we like, and we put in our store. And they're kind of like that one on the wall, the lovely barn. Oh, don't adjust too much. Anyway, sorry, folks.
That's a gravity resistance dance kicking in.
Anyway, like the molten barn up there above our heads, and you can find those at happytrailshiking.com/store. If you are over on Happy Trails Hiking and you notice this little thing that says newsletter, we would love to have you sign up for our email list newsletter. We're going to be trying to activate that a little bit more here soon. There, I said all of my stuffs. Do you want to do your stuffs now?
Yeah, sure. So we oftentimes start off our show with asking you to tell us what you're drinking. And if you care to share that, that's fine. But we got a different question for you this evening. We are curious, what are your favorite hiking shoes or boots?
For a day hike.
Yeah, for a day hike. So if you've got favorites you'd like to share with the group, just tell us about them and just put a little comment in there and why it's your favorite.
All right. Nobody said anything bad about my dance, so I appreciate that. We had a good time. We had like 8 whole minutes before the show started. So, and we decided that we're going to stick to questions that have more to do with our topic. So our topic is hiking. So what are your hiking boots? And then go from there. I'm going to say hi to those in the chat who are already here.
Well, should we tell them what our favorite boots are?
Yes.
Okay. So we've had a number of different types of hiking boots over the years. Mm-hmm. I have used High Tech. That was actually my very first pair of hiking boots that I wore to Philmont. I have had Merrell. I have had Vask. I think there was another brand in there somewhere, like a Timberland maybe. But a few years ago, I switched to, what's the name of it?
Oboz,
yes, OBOZ. And I went to the local REI, tried on a number of different pair, and I had a hard time figuring out which ones were best. And I realized I didn't notice the Oboz. And so I bought them, and that's been my brand ever since.
Okay, so we got lots of answers so far. So I'm just going to go through the answers, and then I'll go back and say hello to the folks in the chat. But Howie from Food Forest Permaculture says barefoot is his favorite for hiking day hikes.
Okay, your feet are tougher than mine.
Mine too, yeah. Hike with Mike says Timberland hiking boots. Have had mine forever. Lori has iced tea, and she likes the Solomons she's had. And this is the second time today she's answered this question.
Oh, sweet. So it's
Nice.
easier the second time.
Well, I was just thinking somebody else is asking the same question we are. Maybe.
Oh, really? Maybe we
Being
great
telepathy.
minds think alike.
Maybe. I hope they're great minds. Anyway, Marty's crew's drinking water, and they have Columbia. He likes his Columbia boots. Chris Aconi is a fan of his Ultra Lone Peak 3.0, light and no blisters. I like that. I like no blisters. Lori has Timberlands, but they're heavy, she says. And within hiking distance is going to grab water. Dibullfrog 79 says Wolverines for him. And hello, it's good to see you, Uncle Al. And Outdoor Nomad says Solomon hiking boots to support my ankles the best. That's awesome. And Marty's crew says he has some nice Timberlands, but they're work boots. Okay, makes sense. Within hiking distance says I'm not partial to any brand. Jerome B. Form says he goes barefoot. He and Food Forest Permaculture. It must be those homesteaders and gardeners.
I would like to go barefoot. I find it incredibly just freeing, but the problem is I'm a tenderfoot and my feet, bottom of my feet just can't take it.
I thought you were an Eagle Scout.
Well, I am an Eagle Scout. That's a good point.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you. I'm not very quick most of the time, so 1 for me. All right. Let's see. Jerome B. Farm says, I think I have some Columbia. It's been so long since I went hiking, I can't remember. All right. Well, time to hike around to the, he has wildlife cameras around his property. Got to hike to those next time.
See the game cams.
Yep. And Outdoor Nomad says, I got a pair of Columbias also. And Hike with Mike says, I used to do barefoot swamp hiking, but then I started thinking about coming across an alligator, snapping turtle, and goodbye foot. Yeah, that would not be good. We saw a ton of turtles today. I took that video.
There were 3. Harry, Larry, and Mo, all on a log.
There were a bunch. They were in one of those little inlets for the river, and their little heads were sticking up, and there was just these little turtles that were floating all up.
Float, swim, jump off the log. It was a little turtle party.
They were having a turtle party.
Gravity resistance dance turtle party.
No. Oh, okay. I had a good time with the turtles, and I have a video of the turtles, and I was going to share it, but I forgot.
You just have to use your imagination.
Turtles are cool, I think. And if I haven't said hello to anybody in the chat, make sure you tell me what kind of things you're wearing. Oh, I knew I saw somebody else. J. Charles Outdoors is here. Hello, it's good to see you.
Yeah, and when we talk about what you're wearing, we were talking about your favorite hiking boots is what we're specifically
Boots you're wearing. Boots you're wearing. And Love to Wonder is here, but they are driving. And so, hey, Clint's here. It's Hawkeye Militia.
Okay.
And that's Clint.
All right. We've said hello to a lot of folks now.
Yeah,
appreciate y'all coming
we've been good. And Clint, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming. And I hope the tattoo shop is going well. So, all right.
Well, do you want to tell them about your new Facebook group?
I do. I started a new Facebook group this week. It's called U.S. National Park Travel. I'll say it again. U.S. National Park Travel. And it's a group where we're just going to share pictures, videos, stories, whatever about U.S. National Park travel. If you're into that and would like to share pictures, videos, stories from your national park travel, I would love to have you join the group. And I'd put a link in there, but the YouTubes gets mad when you do that for other platforms, and YouTube and Facebook really hate each other. So I'm not going to put a link in there, but I will type in the title of the group on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, I would love to have you follow along. Okay, that's all I had to say about that. Go ahead.
So while you're typing in the title, let's see here. We should talk about our spreadsheet.
Our spreadsheet? Yes.
Yeah, let's see here.
Share screen.
Okay, folks, I'm going to try the share screen. So this could be really scary. I've never done this before.
Doing his thing.
All right. So you got image.png here.
That
That's
one?
the
Yep.
one.
Click.
And share.
Oh, you are
Look
the
at that.
coolest.
It's just like WebEx. Okay. Not exactly. Close. All right. So we've got our everyone's favorite Sunday night spreadsheet here. We got a lot of folks that have logged in miles. We've got a new entry here this week. Barbara Dunlap has joined our challenge.
Well, Barbara Dunlap is Texas Hikeaholics.
Oh,
she called
okay.
herself the wrong name.
It is
I
not
guess.
a new entry. I stand corrected. It's just a new name that should have been merged down below.
Sorry,
All right.
it's my fault. So Texas
we'll...
Hikeaholics are up 61.
Okay, so we'll remind me and I'll fix that later.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Cliff Reiser logged in 60 miles. Dana and Eileen 10. Okay, and I got 8.8. John Moore has 23. Kimberly Austin 5.2. Marty's crew 19.6.
Woohoo.
Mike Hebert 18, and the Outdoor Nomad with 8.5. So together we have done 215 miles this week, and all together we are at 88.57% of the challenge. It's actually a little bit higher than that due to my clerical error earlier, but
that's all right.
We are still tracking along pretty good for this year.
You're doing a great job. This is, great job to everybody.
All right, so now if I close it, will it stop sharing?
Yeah, it will.
Look at that.
Haha, you are the best. So Jerome B. Farm says, I requested to join. Approve me already. After the show, I'm on it. Shank Golfer, it's good to see you tonight. Thanks for being here. And Hike with Mike says, I won't be having any classes or any mileage for a long time. I have to teach classes at school and virtual classes, working 70-hour weeks these days. Matt understands.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything to do with teaching necessarily.
Well, I've done teaching. I
understand. Well, I was just saying your last week was crazy.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. But.
We're not talking about that. He worked a lot. Anyway, so I have a map, and I should be able to share that now. So, yeah. Oh man, that one, there. Woohoo, map. All right. So Texas Hikeaholics, or Barbara Dunlap, hike down here, and Mike Hebert's down there, and that's Love to Wander. If any of you are interested or wondering who that is, Outdoor Nomads here in Oklahoma. Kansas is Marty's crew. Missouri and Illinois are us, and then Upper Illinois is Kimberly Austin, and then Dana and Eileen up here in Michigan. And Chris Coney here, John Moore over here on the coast, and down in Florida we have, oh my goodness,
Cliff
Reiser and Shannon Reiser. Duh. All right. Anyway, so that's that, and I tried to do the line today. So Lori mentioned the international date line last time, so I got to zoom out to get that to come up. But looky there. We made it to right here on the international day line, and I almost stayed on the equator. My line isn't quite straight, but forgive me. So
does that mean we have one less day in the calculation now?
No, that would be one more. It's tomorrow.
Wow, we made it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're actually in the future. So when is now? When will it be now?
We're in the now. Let me know if you got that reference.
All right. Let's see. And Marty's crew says, I haven't been spending much time on Facebook or any social media. Totally fine. I understand.
I actually deleted Facebook off my phone just because I couldn't take it.
So every time I tag Matt in a post.
Well, your tags are fine.
No, I tag Matt. He never sees it.
Yeah, so. I never, your stuff is fine. I'm happy to see all your stuff.
Okay.
But I get just a little too much politics on my Facebook feed. So I just had to delete the app.
Anyway. Let's see. And Shank Golfer would like us to get the winning Powerball numbers while we're in the tomorrow.
Oh, sweet.
And so we can go. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Early retirement time.
Around the world in 80 days. We could do that. If you just, I don't know, you can't just go back and forth because then you'd lose the back and all right.
I don't know if that was you're in the now trying to figure out a reference. That's not the right reference. If that was the
that could have been. Oh, I'll have a child's hiking do the same thing for a while, Matt.
Deleted Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. I got you.
All right. Well, I know the reference.
All right. Well,
but that's
it is in fact Spaceballs. Just in case you're not familiar with that.
It is Spaceballs. Fun fact, the year before Matt and I got married, Matt gave me the video,
On
VHS video of Spaceballs for Valentine's Day. I got to spend Valentine's Day with him watching a movie. It was fine.
Why is that funny?
I don't know. Most people would expect something else, but
But you know the rule. I don't do Valentine's Day isn't a holiday.
It's not a holiday. It's not a holiday at all. And there's a wedding in Spaceballs.
That is true.
Several of them, actually.
Well, there are a number of failed attempts.
Failed attempts. And combing the desert and see, people are what a great Valentine's Day gift. Spaceballs are ludicrous speed. Oh, you have no idea how many times we will be going on a road trip and we talk about ludicrous speed, especially when Matt is towing Alf and trying to merge. Anyway,
it's only ludicrous on a merge. That's the only time it's ludicrous.
That's true.
Apart from that, it's max speed limit of 65, which is very annoying when the speed limit is actually 80.
Yes. Shank Golfer, we've never been, either one of us has never been accused of being romantic, but we have a good time and we have enjoyed each other's company for over 25 years, over half our lives. So I think we're doing okay. And Marty's crew. Yep. Yeah. We know.
So
sounds like we've got fans.
The last time that we met with Tony in person, I quoted one random Mel Brooks movie. I don't remember which one it was. And he said the next line. And we've determined that at some point in the near future, we're going to have some sort of a Mel Brooks-a-thon, but we haven't figured out how to make that work.
Yeah.
In this current scenario, but there's going to be a future post-COVID world in which we have a Mel Brooks.
I'm sure we'll have to deal with movies, campfires. We have to figure this out.
Like
movies, campfires,
it's going to happen,
and dessert.
It's going to happen.
Because
we're not sure exactly how, not sure exactly when, but it's going to happen.
Yeah. Anyway, oh man, I think we could talk about movies all night, but I do have some pictures.
Yes, we probably shouldn't derail. Let's take a look at the pictures.
Hey, Wrestler Mania, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming and thank you for popping in. Ooh, 4 a.m. start. Oh, but it's good to see you too. Oh, thanks. All right. Marty's crew sent in pictures from Pillsbury Crossing, and I can show those. Hold on. There we go. So the first picture that is from Pillsbury Crossing that Marty's crew sent in is their code of ethics, which I love this. I just go over the bullet points because that's what that is. But I really like that they say it's an interdependent web of natural resources. These resources are soil, water, air, plants, and animals. Anyway, and so respect the habitats of wildlife, observe from a distance when possible. Observe, examine, but don't take or destroy. Return study specimens back to the way you found them. Do not destroy or disfigure plants and animals unnecessarily or against environmental laws. Do not litter, pack it in, pack it out. Hike only on designated trails to reduce potential destruction of surrounding areas. Follow the laws that protect and conserve our natural resources for future generations and take pictures as a memory of your day. So that's awesome. And let's see, flowers. There are lots of flower pictures, but flowers at the end of the summer and the beginning of fall in the Midwest are stellar, let me tell you, especially with the amount of rain we've gotten this year. So, and mushrooms. I saw a sign today on our drive. We had a driving day that said you can't collect mushrooms. That's a spider. It's a big one.
I think there's a lot of zoom going on there. Well, see, there's a leaf.
But it's on my
big.
Screen, it's like that big. All right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sized spider next to that oak leaf or whatever that is.
Still a cool spider, so that's neat. That's a beautiful flower.
That's a nice one.
It's blue. Elf Lord's Journey and the Idahonian are here. It's good to see. Thanks. And Marty's crew says the spider was huge. Not only huge, but huge. Gotcha.
E. Bang.
E. Bang.
Bang.
Yes.
Exclamation mark.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, code person. It's a snake. That snake is huge. Actually, it's a snake, and it's
a stick.
No, a toad. Snake, toad. Snake, toad. There's a video of this. I have seen it.
Near, far.
No, not Grover near far. Snake and toad does not win. Just saying. Anyway, keep going. Cabin.
That's kind of fun.
Hopefully Marty's crew will do a video so I will learn what this cabin is. But yes, that's it. Elflord's Journey says, I see a stick. Fun. Yeah, very cool cabin. It's a little cabin. I hope there weren't like 19 people living in it. That's how it went in Missouri, though.
Can't be more than 10.
Like Mark Twain's cabin, there were like 9 million people living in Mark Twain's house. And I was like, there's how many? What? Anyway, let's see. Big Spider says within hiking distance. Jerome B. Farm says, wolf spider, their eyes reflect light if you shine the light at them. That's cool. There's our I see a stick. I like it, Elflord's Journey. We'll definitely be in our next Wildlife Wednesday video. That's awesome. And you can expect those on October 7th is our next Wildlife Wednesday. And it is a cool cabin. I thought it was neat. Marty's Crew, Our Family Adventures, says they found that cabin when tearing down the house that was built around it. Okay.
That
just leveled up right there.
Because whenever we saw Mark Twain's cabin, his little cabin was inside of the museum.
Yes.
And that made my mind jump to Willy Wonka when they had the little family's cabin inside of the factory.
Oh, at the end of, yes. Anyway. Okay. Bullfrog says there's 14 watching and 10 likes. Well, I guess some people don't have to like us, and it's okay. I have learned that not all the world likes us.
I've watched a lot of videos without liking them.
That is true. Matt is one of those people who watches on the TV and just watches video after video. Lots of motorcycles.
That's true.
I learn a lot about motorcycles here, but it's okay. It's all good. So let's see. Marty's, but we didn't film when we were there. Oh no. But you have 2 pictures. Stretch those pictures out and talk about it underneath. Never mind. It'll be okay. I do have a few concerns, and Elflord's Journeys brought one up asking how the smoke in Idaho is. We do have a lot of West Coasters, and I've heard that Oregon, there's some awful devastation going on in Oregon, and I know California is just still awful. The day after we left Rocky Mountain National Park, that fire just took off. And so, yeah, I hope that everybody that we know and all of your loved ones are safe from these fires. And yeah, just stay safe, everybody. So, within hiking distance answers the question. This weekend's been crazy smoky. Get outside was not an option. We're getting smoke from the fires in Oregon and Washington. Yes. Yeah. And I'm really sorry to hear that. And Jerome B. Farm says that it's smoky in Oklahoma from the fires in other states. So, and Bullfrog's out in California and says, what, son? We haven't seen it.
We recently watched a video from a YouTuber we know we don't know. We watch is in Canada. And they're getting smoke up in the southwest part of Canada now too.
Yeah, I don't know if Howie's getting any of that up in that area or not, but yeah. Today was Elflord Journey's worst day so far. The whole town I grew up in, Oregon, burnt most of it to the ground. That is so sad. So sad. Oh man, I hate ending on a bad note. But I do have our new video, the video of my turtles. I uploaded it while you were talking.
Oh, video of turtles. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Can I show my turtles?
Let's play the turtle video.
Okay, hold on.
But I have another question.
Oh, you want to ask a question?
No, go ahead and play the turtle video, and then actually, no, let me ask the question.
And I'll play the turtle.
So we've been experimenting with our format lately, and everyone who's here knows our style really well, and you follow along and you leave comment on our videos, yeah. And so we really value your opinion because you follow along and we follow you too. So we really appreciate your views. So we want to ask you a question. We've been experimenting with a format, and the one we did from Bear Lake was last week. It was Bear Lake, and it was basically visual. There wasn't too much storytelling going on, but it was gorgeous. So I'm curious what you think of that style versus the one before that, which was it was
Montauk was the last storytelling one.
So there were the two recent before that were Yellowstone National Park and Montauk State Park in Missouri. And those were kind of more of a different take on storytelling. So if you've got thoughts on what you think is better, like those two formats, we'd love to hear them, whether in the chat now or in a DM later or something like that. But we're sort of revamping our style and just looking at it again, trying to be more critical of ourselves. Right. So if you've got thoughts, just we'd love to hear from you.
Constructive criticism, please. And yes, they're saying yay turtles, turtle video.
Okay, we'll play the turtle video.
Turtle video, got it. That one and that one and go, and here we are. See now, turtle, 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 but all these little heads, turtle, 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 and then I had to get this little guy. He's the super cutest one. He's right there. He's like Trekker on a log.
I think he's smaller than Trekker.
Yeah, he probably is. And then a turtle and a turtle and turtle, turtle.
And a stick.
And a stick. Oh, man. All right. That's enough of that. Let's see. Jerome B. Farm says, I like them both. You definitely leveled up your quality.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. That's good to hear.
Your videos have been awesome. Need to mix the two styles. I'd like a little more information because I've been doing those really, really short ones. And so are you missing like the history and the facts that I was doing before? Because I was just doing, it was a real format. Like, okay, and we're going to tell you how big the park is and how many people visit every year and how many miles of trails there are and, you know, how many miles of lakes there are and what places there are to go, and then done. And so on and so forth. So if you want to elaborate in a message on that on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, I would love to hear it. Charles Hiking, I like both formats, but the last one was gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. And we're not fishing for compliments here. The thing with the last one was until today, it didn't get any views. Like I would have said it was a flop. Like we were driving this morning and I went, man, it's a flop. Like 80 people have watched it. That's it. 80. That's it. So anyway, and Elflore's Journey says, I see a stick. LOL. The super cutest. He is the super cutest. Matt Cook Oregon is here. I still have to watch your film video. I'm sorry. I want to get to it. But anyway, let's see. I see a stick and I love the turtles. I noticed some things on your video that I could give you some pointers. We would love them. Within Hiking Distance says, I like the storytelling. You guys did an awesome job on that on the Montauk video. Bear Lake was great for relaxing. Okay.
Well, we at least accomplished the goal then, because we weren't sure whether folks would find it to be relaxing or just find it to be a snooze.
And Matt Cook, Oregon is helping us fish for compliments. We have such nice hair and skin. Thank you so much. Don't look closely. You're the best. That was awesome. Oh, man. Okay. So, yes, Jerome B. Farm, I would love to have a conversation with about pointers on that video. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm good with that. So, and we'll have a couple of videos coming out this week. 2, as a matter of fact, if we can get our act together. One is a product review of our new solar panel and our first use of it. And then The second one is our whole visit from Rocky Mountain National Park. So it'll be a longer one, but we'll try to tell stories and give you facts about the stuff we're doing as much as possible.
Well, I tell you, that's a sign.
That's a stick.
Right. And there's a turtle.
Road elk.
All right. Well, I think
bye, Shane Golfer. Thank you so much for coming.
We are actually running out of content for you this evening.
Yeah, we're done. Gravity resistance stance.
Yes. This was the one and only appearance of the gravity resistance dance.
We'll forget about it by next week.
Our Sunday night show.
Reminder, if you want to be in for the prizes at the end of the year, you have to submit miles. And be in for the challenge. That's big thing.
Okay.
So you get a chance there. Then if you are in for the challenge and have submitted miles and comment on a video after it posts, live video after it posts, then you will get another chance to be in.
Okay. But that's not till the end of the year.
Not till the end of the year. But
we're not going to worry excessively too much about that now.
Just saying. I just thought I'd remind people. All right. Okay, and that's all I have.
Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us this evening. We're glad you're here.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Bye, guys.